Hello, this is John Paval for Access Arts Live with a special edition today, Wednesday, June 25th, because it is the day of the last active session of the second Rachmaninoff International Competition for piano, conducting, and composition. The piano section is one we've been following most closely and been telling you about. They are the last two finalists will be playing tonight. Out of the 8 finalists who made it to the last round, those will be Dmitry Berezniak and Rui Ming, and each of them will play 2 concertos together with the State Academic Symphony of Russia under conductor Ivan Nikiforshin. Nikiforshin is kind of interesting because he won the silver medal, second place, in the first Rachmaninoff International Competition, which was 4 years ago. Apparently, it runs only every 4 years. Do I have a picture that I can show you of these guys? Yeah, let me pull up the picture of who these the last 2 of these contestants are going to be. Where do I have that picture? There you have it right there. There's Dmitry Berezniak and Rui Ming. I can tell you what they're going to be playing. Dmitry Berezniak goes first, so he'll be on in a little over an hour. He'll play the Rachmaninoff Piano Concerto No. 3 in D minor, Opus 30. And this is different because so far most people have just been playing Rachmaninoff pieces, and Ravel's Piano Concerto for the left hand in D major. And I think that's the one that Ravel composed for a pianist who lost the use of his right hand during the First World War. And it is a magnificent piece and a great challenge. And my hat's off to Berezniak for choosing it. Let me tell you a little bit about Berezniak. I have a little bit of information about him. He did not go to the Knesset like so many of the young Russian musicians do, and then to the Tchaikovsky Moscow Conservatory. He went to the Chopin Children's Music School in Moscow, and then the Chopin Moscow College of Musical Performance. And after that, then he went to the Hochschule for Music and Performing Arts in Vienna, in Austria. And what he's doing now is he's currently an assistant intern in the Moscow Conservatory piano class, which is taught by the top teacher in Russia, Elena Kuznetsova. So the guy's sitting pretty, but you can see how, having gotten his training in schools named after after Chopin, he would come up with something like, well, yeah, let me play Chopin's, Ravel's, and that's a magnificent concerto. I can't wait to hear it. I will definitely be watching. And if you do tune in, look for Access Arts Live in the chat box on YouTube. So that's at 8 o'clock. Then at 7:30, Rui Ming sets up, and he'll play Rachmaninoff's Piano Concerto No. 3, and then the Piano Concerto No. 2. So it'll be an all Rachmaninoff piece. I want to tell you a little bit about the orchestra too, because it's very easy to overlook it. But this orchestra is not nothing, and they're playing all evening long, so they're playing some of the same concertos over and over again. And hats off to them. The orchestra is the State Academic Symphony of Russia. Don't let the name academic throw you. That's the way they refer to philharmonics in Russia. It's as common as saying it's philharmonic. And this orchestra, it's been around for 88 years. This orchestra premiered Prokofiev's Symphony No. 5, and it premiered Shostakovich's Symphonies No. 8 and 11 and his Concerto No. 2 for cello and orchestra. So it has a pedigree. The the conductor, as I mentioned, young guy, he's about 30 years old, is Ivan Nikiforshin, who won the silver medal back in 2021 at this same competition in the conductor sector. And he is now the artistic director of the Moscow State Academic Symphony Orchestra. And I think he's also started conducting at the Bolshoi too, which his predecessor at that symphony orchestra did as well. So this is promising. Let me tell you, I told you a little bit about Berezniak. Let me tell you a little bit about Rui Ming. He's from China. He's was born in 2006. That would make him what, 19 years old? And he's currently studying at the Central Music School, the Academy of Performing Arts in Moscow. And apparently he's played in a number of festivals and played around in some of the top venues in Moscow. And earlier in the festival, he played some interesting pieces. In his first session, he played Scriabin's Piano Sonata No. 2 in G sharp minor, which is that's an interesting choice. However, what many of us will be waiting to see with bated breath is whether or not any of these other pianists will be able to beat out Vladimir Vishnevsky for the first place award. There are a lot of people watching on the chat box during all these sessions were live streamed. A lot of people know a lot more about piano than I do. We're absolutely raving over Vishnevsky last week. I thought the praise was a little bit over the top until last night. And this guy was beyond playing well. He was riding through the music and enjoying it. He wasn't at the stage as some of these pianists are, these young pianists, where they're doing all they can to play this Rachmaninoff as well as possible because it's challenging. No, it's like, no, that's done. And he's at the next step where it's where is the music taking us now? It's not even interpretation. It's more like discovery. It's like being in the music and being one with the music. I just thought it was amazing. Anyway, he did follow the usual courses, the Gnesin School and then the Moscow Conservatory. And he's won other international competitions, Music Without Borders in Lithuania in 2017 and 2018. The Nilsson competition in St. Petersburg in 2023, the Zirkov competition in 2024. First prize at the Fujairah International Piano Competition in 2024, laureate of the Mussorgsky and Rachmaninoff piano competitions in St. Petersburg in 2023. So this guy has been a winner in the past, and I got to tell you that the way he plays, it was just it was a pleasure. It was a concert. And he had a look on he's laughing, smiling and laughing at different parts because he's having such a good time playing. I mean, this is almost unheard of in competitions. And, it's one of the knocks on competitions that it's so tense and everything. Can people really play their best? No, this guy was just putting on a performance yesterday. And there was a spiritual quality to it as well, because I think this realm of truth and beauty, where the greatest art takes us, whichever art it is there's no denying the spirituality of it, regardless of whether you have religious faith or not. It's just, we're in the spiritual realm, and the best artists lift us up into it. Which is why at the end of every one of these live streams, I'm going to say it again today, that I hope that, that the live streams uplift or inspire people, because that's what the performing arts is all about. Anyway, so now you know what's going to be happening in just over in about 1 hour and 2 minutes. They'll be firing it up. Actually, maybe 15 minutes before that starting time, they will be online with the host and happily the host not only speak Russian, but they also speak some English for those of us who are not Russian speakers. So that's very kind and generous of them. Anyway, that's what's going on today. I hope if you do tune in, it inspires you or uplifts you or whatever. And looking forward to then tomorrow at 11 o'clock U.S. European time, they will announce the award winners. And tomorrow, Thursday evening, there will be the gala concert. Let me nail down again for you exactly the time for today. It's starting up at 6 o'clock European time. That's 7 o'clock in Moscow, noon on the East Coast, and 9 in the morning on the West Coast, 2 o'clock in the morning down under in Australia. But it might be worth staying up for folks. Anyway, I'm going to get off now, so you can do whatever preparation you need to do. So you can scoot on over there onto the YouTube. We'll have the link. It'll be in the description section to this live stream, and I hope to see you there. And if you do come along and see to it because you saw this clip, this little live stream on my part, do say hello to Access Arts Live in the chat box and let us know we were the ones who brought you there. So ciao for now. And if any of those of you who are watching now are people from that chat box, let me know when I log into there in about an hour to enjoy this evening's presentations with you. Bye.